Procedures with sex assault evidence collection kits. It seems like it's a pretty regimented how officers take those at the hospital. Just when a victim does come to a hospital and report a sexual assault, what is the process that kicks in at that point?
If we're not already aware of the report, the hospital will contact us on the victim's behalf, and we'll send an officer up to initiate the process. In some cases, the officer may even transport a victim up. That's fairly infrequent, but once we're up there and make contact with the victim, at some point we're going to attempt to get this kit completed. Medical staff, nurses typically will complete the kit, the evidence gathering itself, and then we'll meet with the officer afterward to conduct an inventory of the kit before it's sealed.
Okay, and so it is sealed before it leaves the hospital then to ensure its integrity?
Correct. The officer and the nurse go down the checklist to ensure that everything that needs to be collected has been collected and that it's in the box. Once that's verified, it's sealed, and then it's not unsealed until it goes to the state crime lab.
Okay, and for the crime lab, I know that not all of the kits are submitted at least right away. They might wait for a while. What are some of the factors that go into when a kit is submitted to DCI?
Correct. Many of the kits aren't submitted. I would say there's probably, up to this point anyway, a majority of kits do not get submitted, and that can be for a number of reasons. If the victim declines cooperation, the case isn't determined to be prosecutable by the county attorney's office. Victim is deceased, perhaps, and there's no criminal case to move forward with. Number of possible reasons, and whether the case is going to go to court in the near future, that sometimes will expedite the kit being sent in and processed. The state crime lab has been really cooperative and helpful with us when we've requested to expedite a processing of either a kit or any other evidence if we have a court case coming up soon. So.
Okay, and for the kits that aren't tested right away, how long are they kept and how are they kept at the PD?
They're kept in storage in our evidence room. The time frame as to how long they're kept is going to be fairly case specific. A lot of variables involved. Again, that's some of what we already talked about, whether it's prosecutable in the foreseeable future, victim cooperation, whether we have a suspect developed or not. We're always going to err on the side of caution, though, in terms of how long we keep these kits. So if there's any doubt whatsoever, we may have a case or go to court on the case, we're going to retain that. As you can see, they don't take up much space, so that's not an issue. There's not a lot of cost involved. They no longer have to be refrigerated, so it's become a little bit easier for us to retain them longer.
So what are some of the reasons that a kit might be disposed of?
If the victim is adamant about not pursuing the investigation, that might be a situation where the kit might be destroyed. If our county attorney says there's no way we're moving forward with this case, there's insufficient evidence, or provides any other reasons for not proceeding, it may be destroyed. Those are probably a couple of the more common reasons why. But again, we definitely want to err on the side of caution in terms of, because once that kit is gone, it's gone. We can't get it back, and that evidence is gone. So, as with all our physical evidence, we're going to err on the side of caution in terms of retaining that as long as it's needed.